so it's in the current position that it is when my tripod's when everything's, you know, folded away. So don't know what the signal's like. Let me know in the chat what the signal's like. I've just moved you as well. So I might actually just move you back. I'm gonna switch it back to how I had it before. 1 second, because I think it's making the signal worse. So I'll just show you actually the signal. Look, not the signal, the tripod. This is the tripod that I use, and as you can see, it's got a little light on there. You've seen me do this before. There. So, and then what I'm going to do is just lift this up. So it goes this way around, and I'm going to push it down because I don't need it so high. And then I'm going to flip you back round. So I'd say on my phone because it's the only signal. The only problem is it's a little bit loose. So as long as you can see, there we go. So I had it this morning, I think. As long as you can see what I'm doing, and we'll go with that signal. Okay, so SimplyCook. Hope the signal's okay. Just going to move it just a little bit. And it says great. So SimplyCook, let's have a look then, see what's in this. So this is what we're going to be using. Hi Melanie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I know Alexis is on. Hi Anne, how are you doing? I loved your duck. That duck looked amazing. So we've got some bulgogi marinade. Let me know how the signal is. I need to move the camera again, I think. Some days I get a really good signal and some days I don't. So we've got some honey and ginger sauce. And we've got some gochujang sauce. So there's the flavours. So here's the recipe. Let's make a start then. So first thing we're going to do is mix the bulgogi marinade with the honey ginger sauce and the apple in a bowl. So we need to grate some apple up. And for this, what I can actually use the grater. So let's grate up some of this apple. So what am I doing here? Let's I need to peel the apple. Yeah, we'll peel the apple as well. So this is going to be really nice. So you want an apple. Really simple. If I can. Oh dear, I've just had an accident. I've just cut myself. That's what happens in the kitchen. It's a good job it froze because I just cut my finger. Oh, look at that, guys. I'm really sorry, but that wasn't meant to happen. That is why I don't use. I don't know why that's happened. That's really weird because this is a really good. Let me just wash that a second. Yes, we have an accident. Sorry, Melanie. Sorry. Ooh, my skin has all just come off. Let me just go and get a plaster. 1 second. I might have to end this and come back off. Oh, that's never happened before. That was like really fast. Bear with me a second. Let me come back a second. 1 minute. We had an accident. One of the blades fucking come off. Let me get a plaster. There's the plasters in this box. They're all paracetamol. Oh, there's the plasters. No, that's not a plaster. I'm back, everyone. Sorry about that. Alright. Yeah, it's basically I've just ripped the skin off my finger. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'm really sorry that I showed you. You only saw it for a split second, but that really hurt. So I'm just going to put a plaster on it, and we're going to carry on. Oh, it's still bleeding. Is there a nurse or doctor in the house? I wish. Oh my word, this is not what I need right now. I was just going to cut the apple up actually as well. Oh my word, what's the saying? Germaline first, or I don't have any of that, Melanie. Ooh, it stings so much. I'm not going to show you it. Oh, gosh, this is not good. I just keep it under the tap a second. I'm really sorry, guys. It's going to be delayed by about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm just trying to dry the wound. Ooh, just had some sticking there. This is probably not going to make much of a difference. Oh gosh. But it's the best thing I'm going to be able to do at the minute until it carries on bleeding. I don't want to get that in my food, do I? Yeah, but I mean, I've had a cut. This is like not a cut. It's more of a slice, because I sliced my skin off. So it's just constantly. I've got an old tea towel that I can just use. So what I will do is just kind of I'll keep the tea towel round, put some pressure on it. So we're going to carry on. Make sure my hands are all clean. So you just missed. Yeah, if you keep washing it, it will. Oh, right, yeah, it needs to dry, doesn't it? Well, I'll put a plaster on it anyway, so that'll stop the air from getting inside. I'll just. There we go. I'll just show you. Look, there's a little bit still coming through, but I'll keep the towel round whilst I'm doing it in my hand. That's the best thing. So it's fine, Melanie. It's fine. It is really clean. So my hands are clean, everyone. My hands are clean. We're just going to have to try and do it through. Yeah, the towel's clean. The towel's clean. So I'm just looking on my screen. It says no live on YouTube. So okay, we're going to carry on. So what we need to do then is this is not what I need. I was really looking forward to this. So mix the bulgogi marinade with honey ginger sauce and the apple in a bowl. Right. Well, let's cut this up then. So let me grab a knife. So we're going to try not to cut my other finger off. But this has never happened before. It's never happened before. Should have just done this from the start, shouldn't I? So we need to thinly. What do we need to do with the apple? We need to grate it. So I'm usually really careful. I don't know why that's happened. I need to check that. So we're just taking the skin off. It says grate it, so I'm trying to take too much of this off. But accidents do happen, so you've got to be really much careful. Right, let's bin this. Just put the apple there a second. I'm just going to have to do it one-handed, I'm afraid. So now I'm going to keep going, Melanie, because I was looking forward to this. Right, so we will use this. We will use this. So let's cut the apple up again. Get rid of the core. No one likes the core. And then we're going to pop this in here. So this, I've got this to use. Okay. Really careful with it. Not much apple coming out of this. Okay, let's do the next one. Are you all still there? More juice coming out of this than apple bits. This isn't working very well. Oh, there is some coming out. It's because it's in the middle. So I'll just get all that out. Okay, let's do the next one. At least I'm getting some apple. Okay. We're getting there slowly, everyone. We're getting there. Right. And the last piece. I don't need loads anyway. It says 1 Granny Smith apple grated. Oh. How's the duck? How's the duck, Anne? Is it nice? This one's not doing a lot. Right, bear with me, guys. This is embarrassing, isn't it? Oh dear. Maybe seeing the blood has made me a bit. Oof. Not even. As long as I've got some apple in there, I'm not too bothered. I think last time I did have a bit too much apple. So basically, you're going to grate some apple and put it into a bowl. Okay, I'll get a bit more up. Right, let's pop that to one side. Just going to check on my finger a second. Okay. It's not too bad, it's okay. Right. So now we're going to add the bulgogi marinade with the honey and ginger sauce. So let's take the marinade. Okay, whoops. We're going to get a teaspoon and we're going to add this into the bowl with the apple. Make sure you get all that out. You all see this okay, everyone? You still there, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So this is a bulgogi marinade. Okay, so we're gonna put the waste away. Making a mess here. And then we've got some honey and ginger sauce. So we've got some honey and ginger sauce. So sorry about the beginning. So we're going to pour that in. Honey and ginger sauce. Again, just make sure you get all these out. Oops. Sorry, everyone. Try not to get the towel in there. I'm just going to mix all that in. It smells so good. It smells so good. So we're going to mix all that in, just like that. And then what we need to do now is mix in the beef. Now we need to cut up a large sirloin steak and cut it into very thin slices. Let me move that out of the way. So you're going to take your steak and we're going to cut this up. This is going to be fun. So we've got a nice bit of sirloin steak. I'm going to put it on the board. Then we're going to get a knife or a meat cleaver and we're going to cut this into really thin slices. Okay, so the towel's clean. This is going to be fun. I need something to put some butter on because of my finger. So cut it into smaller pieces first of all. stick a plaster on it now. I've put a plaster on it already. I've already put a plaster on. So we're just cutting it up into thin slices. I'm going to check it though in a minute. So let me just cut up the meat. There's a bit of fat there. I don't like the fat. So get rid of that. Just using what I've got at hand, just to stop it from. That'll do. There we go. Get rid of that, and then we've got nice. Get rid of the meat. Get rid of the fat part. So we've got some nice thin slices here. Now I'm tempted to do another. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Let me just cut this part up. Thanks for watching, guys, and staying with me. So there's not really a lot of meat there. I do have another piece of beef, so I'm just going to cut the other piece up as well. So bear with me just a second, because I've got two pieces here. They're only small pieces. So another piece there. I'm just going to do the same. And you'd think watching that I'd actually cut myself using this, not a little grater, but you know, it's surprising how sharp they can be. So if you want to cut them up a little bit smaller, you can do, but that's a good size for me. So okay, so pop that in there. Get rid of this bag because it's nasty. I'm just going to wash my hands again. Okay, let me just check on my finger. Okay, it's not too bad now, but I'm still going to keep it over. You don't want to see the tea towel. That's all I'm going to say. Right, so keep that to one side. So next thing we're going to do is mix the beef and keep aside. So we're going to mix in the beef. So add the beef into the marinade like this. Hopefully some of these will come apart. Okay, and we're going to mix that marinade into the beef. This is what makes it bulgogi, I believe. So it's all them flavours in with the beef. Okay, it smells so good. It smells so good. So make sure you get all that. Oh, it looks really good. What do we think? Look at that, everyone. Yeah. So you mix the beef in with the marinade that we've just done, and make sure it's covered. And then we're going to pop that to one side. Okay, so we're going to pop that to one side, easy peasy. Next thing I'm going to do then is the rice. So let me get rid of this board because it's full of nastiness. Okay, use this board. Get the other board back out a second. The little one. Should have done there really. We're going to cook the rice. So we need 120 grams of rice. Now I'm going to put the kettle on to boil because I need that for the rice, for the water. Okay. So let me just pop some water on to boil. Give me a second. That's going to start to boil whilst we get the rice. So get a bowl. We want 120 grams. Got a lot going on in this kitchen. So let's add some jasmine rice, Thai jasmine rice, and I want 120 grams. Okay, that's the whole box. Yeah, there you go, the whole box was 120 grams. I'm going to pop that into my saucepan. Okay, that's nice and easily done. And turn this off. And then I believe we need to do the carrots and the spring onions next. So we mix the goujang with 1 tablespoon of sesame oil in another small bowl. sliced spring onions and peel the carrot into ribbons with a peeler. Okay, that should be interesting. So it says what? Slice and peel the carrots. I really have to use this. I really don't know what happened with this. Let me make sure it's clean. I'm going to be very careful. I think I was just using it. I was using it the wrong way, that's fine. I'm just going to take the skins off. Let me move this out of the way. Sorry, everyone. How am I doing so far, everyone? Just take this carrot. How am I doing? Are you still there? Right, I'm going to chop the ends off, and then we're just going to... It's one of my favourite dishes now, though. I think it's... A lot of places, when you see a meal, you think, oh yeah, I'd love to make that, but you can never get all the flavours and spices and stuff. So that's what I like about SimplyCook, is you just get all your flavours, and then you can add normal food, like stuff that you would normally get. So Jay, welcome to the broadcast. We have had a little bit of an accident at the beginning, but we're not too bad. So if you're wondering why I've got a towel wrapped around my finger, then that's the reason why. So we're going to chop the ends off. So chop the ends off. So we're just taking things a little bit slowly. I did, yes. I did, unfortunately. But it should be alright. So we need to do this into julienne strips. Now I don't have a proper peeler to do that, to do julienne strips. So what we're going to have to do is make them ourselves. So I'm going to cut these in half, and then try not to cut myself again. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's mainly grated carrot, I believe. Yeah, I should have just grated it, but I don't trust the grater right now, to be honest with you. So I have, yes, I have. I'm just going to try my best. Put these up. 1 second. But we're okay, so I'm going to cut these to really thin strips as best I can. This is like terrible. Hey, we'll carry on though. Keep calm and carry on. So we're just going to use little strips. And again, let's chop this one. Right, let's just do the rice. Let me get the rice on, because the rice takes for ages. So, now, don't put too much water in jasmine rice, because we made that mistake last time. But make sure it's twitched on. So if I remember rightly, I'm just going to put the lid over that. If I remember rightly, let me just check. It is 70 grams of rice per person, and you want double the amount of water to the boil. So bring double the amount of water to the boil. So 140 grams. Well, we don't work in grams when it comes to water, but you don't need a lot of water with jasmine rice. Okay, so I've sent some antiseptic creams. He doesn't have. Oh, thanks, Melanie. Didn't have to. So let's just put this carrot through. Get this nice and thin. Try not to. Don't want the food to touch the towel. So it's meant to be julienne. So I know Alexa sells a her peeler does a julienne. It would be perfect for this recipe, because that's what you see is on the recipe. You know, when you see this dish, it's very much julienne carrots, but you have to just cut these up really thin and try that way instead. Okay. going to end up cutting my other finger in a minute. I'm cutting this up. So it's weird though, isn't it? You can go years without having an accident, and when it happens, when you least expect it, it's really strange. So I've got some nice carrot there, nice carrot chopped up. So obviously I'm going to try and make that a bit thinner if I can. So I'm going to put that on a plate, put it on one of the plates. That will be ready. So obviously julienne's better. Oops, I'm dropping everything on the floor. Don't want to be doing that, do I? So julienne, if you can get to julienne eventually. Put that to one side. Oh dear. Right. So next thing we're going to do is the spring onions. So spring onions, it says peel the carrot, cut them into ribbons or thin sticks. Slice the spring onions and peel the carrot. So we want 4 spring onions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The rest can go in the fridge. Right, so I'll put them in the fridge. Right, 1 minute. Okay, so what was that yuck? I wonder if we get it over here in Boots. Oh, the magic ingredient, yeah. yes, Melanie. Right, so I'm going to chop the ends off here. I don't know what that noise is. Maybe someone getting a lift home, I'm not sure. So I'm going to just cut these up into rounds. Okay, let me just check. Okay, it's looking a lot better now. Sorry if you're going to have to see this. Fingers crossed the air should get to it. Okay, sorry about the finger. My hands are clean. I'm just going to chop these up. So probably everyone coming in now is probably thinking that I chopped my finger using a knife, but I haven't. It wasn't the knife, it was the peeler, which is the one thing that you think shouldn't happen. So I always chop the greens because I find there's still flavour in the greens. Okay, so I'm just going to pop them on the plate. Oh, that's falling off. Slide it down. No! In there. Okay, so we've got some nice spring onions there as well. Okay, so next thing we're going to do, in fact I should start to heat my, it would help if my oven was switched on. We're going to start to heat the pan. I think it's the pan we're going to be using. Heat little oil in a wide frying pan over high heat. So let's get this on. Move this to the side. Okay, 1 second everyone. Oh, it's just taking everything a little bit longer today. So we've got our meat marinade. This is what we did earlier on. So Jake, this is sirloin steak chopped up with a ginger and honey ginger sauce and a bulgogi marinade and apple as well, grated apple. So here we've got our goujons sauce. So what we need to do next then is pop some goujon with a tablespoon of sesame oil in a small bowl. So if you've got sesame oil, use sesame oil. I'm going to just use extra virgin olive oil. And I'm actually only going to do this. It only needs to go in a little pot like this. So you know, like a little ramekin dish. Because this is what goes over the dish at the end. It's the sauce that you're making. So make sure that's clean, which it is. We're going to put the goujon sauce in. You want all of the goujon sauce. It's got a very bitterness to it, sort of sweet and sour taste. So you're going to add it into a bowl. sure I get all that out. But it doesn't matter because you can add some. If you've got sesame, use sesame oil. And I've only got extra virgin olive oil, so I'm going to add a little bit in. So that's it. And then we're going to mix that into a small bowl. I don't know if you can see that very well. Look, get all that, mix it in. Obviously, sesame oil is a lot better than. It still works the same way. I might actually add a little bit more in, actually. To a tablespoon. There we go. It just makes it more liquidy. Yeah, goujon sauce. There we go. See how it's starting to change consistency. That'll be perfect over the dish. So mix it in. Okay, so I'm going to pop that to one side, tidy up. This is getting nice and hot. So what we're going to do then, we don't need to add any oil to the pan because we've already got it. Well, actually, we do need to add a little bit, actually. So heat a little oil in a pan here. So add a little bit in there, not too much. Okay. So you all still with me, guys? Did you slash it to the bone? No, not to the bone. Just the probably lucky though. I was very close. So okay, so we're going to let that heat up a little bit longer. I've got the rice as well cooking away. So has anybody got any questions so far? Whether it's about my finger or whether it's about the dish. So this is what we're hoping to achieve. That's what it's going to look like. I'm not using radishes. Now, if you want to swap, you can swap the steak for beef or chicken mince or breast. So this would probably work really well with turkey breast, turkey mince as well. So maybe try it with that. You can have extras. You could have some radishes for garnish and some sesame seeds if you want to. So that's basically it so far. So we're just going to wait for this oil to heat up, and then we'll get the beef cooking. Okay. Yeah, it was on this peeler. It was on this. So the IKEA peeler. What happened was I had it the wrong way round, and then because of this was on the wrong way round, I went to pull it, and it actually caught my finger the opposite way. So whenever you're picking this up, make sure you've got it obviously the right way first of all, and know which way it's going to peel before you think it's the right way. It's just it was on the opposite side. So it was on the opposite side and it got stuck, making me think it was that way, but it wasn't. And then it flipped the other side, and then it pulled my skin off when I went to go pull it. So never mind, it happens. I've been quite lucky because I've not actually done that for. I've probably only cut myself. I've burnt myself once, which all chefs do, and I've cut myself once. So yeah, don't touch the blade, walk away. Exactly, yeah, exactly. And don't touch the blade. Right, so this is getting nice and hot. Hopefully you can see that okay. Out of 10, guys, how's the signal? Do we have a good 10 today, or is it a 9? Let me know. Okay, let's get this in then. So it also says that a few minutes before your rice is done, cook the beef. You can either cook it simply like a stir fry, or see the tip sharing. So alternatively, heat oil in a wide frying pan over high heat. Use tongs to lift the beef slices out of the marinade, then fry them in batches. Very quickly, 30 seconds each side to let them brown. Careful not to burn them. Then remove and keep aside. Fry the rest of the marinade in the pan with half of the spring onions for 1 to 2 minutes, and then plate it up. Okay? So I'm going to put all this in. So I'm just going to get it all in there, and let's get this cooking. Here we go. Starting to sizzle. There we go. Remember, there's already there's a little bit of oil in there, so I'm just going to move it about, and then this should start to cook. It smells really nice. Really, really nice. it's still heating up a little bit. Oh, we're on 20%, guys. Looks like the spirit of Beardo has visited him this evening, says Jay. Why is that? Does Beardo cut himself all the time? He does, doesn't he, though? I've heard, didn't he cut his finger once? Didn't he cut his finger once? It's so nice. So yeah, it's going to be really, really tasty. So yeah, we just need to let it cook now. Hi Alexis, how you doing? Look what happened. If you're squeamish, don't, just be careful. Look. Now, it wasn't on the knife. It wasn't on the knife. It was on the peeler. It was on the peeler. So, but I'm okay though. But I probably cut off more skin than I've ever done before. You just have to go watch the replay. I don't think I can even watch the replay because you will see blood, unfortunately. Melanie was squeamish, and I did apologise. So I do apologise for that. But nothing you can do is that when you're live and everything's dripping down this everywhere. But everything's clean. Don't worry. Everything's clean. You're definitely watching that now. Probably have the most number of viewers, I bet. Who wants to see Aiden cut his finger? Shall I put it on the title? Plus accident. Right, so let's get a spoon. Oh, don't. Problem with cooking anything in like a marinade is that if you have a really hot pan, it will burn. So you've got to be really careful. You've got to have a really hot pan first, so that it cooks everything. It doesn't. You don't want to burn the marinade, but you want the meat to cook. So it says like, how long did it say? 3 minutes. It said. Oh no, wait. Heat little oil in wide frying pan over high heat. Yeah. Add some oil and stir fry the beef with all the marinade and most of the spring onion. Oh, I forgot to put the spring onion in. Most of the spring onion. Let's get the spring onion in. Most of the spring onion. It smells so good. Can you all see that? You can just about see it, can't you? Oh, it smells. This tastes so good. We'll leave a little bit of spring onion left for the. Now this is a great dish, Alexis, for the julienne carrots. Julienne carrots. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. None of it got into anything. So, because that was before I even did any of the dish. So it was right in the very beginning. But it smells so good. Yeah, make it alluring to get eyeballs, and Blaine teases all the time. Yeah. I should use tongs, shouldn't I? Let's use the tongs. I'm going to use the tongs. This looks so good. Now, I love steak, so having it in like a marinade is like heaven for me. Now, I know Alexa. By the way, I probably won't see you till tomorrow, Alexis. So, happy birthday for tomorrow, Alexis. I think a lot of people forgot it was your birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday, Alexis, for tomorrow. What are you doing? What's your plans? What's your plans for tomorrow? Hopefully you're going out for a nice meal or in a Starbucks. It's got to be done on your birthday. Can't believe it. It's the 1st of September though. Tomorrow. It's crazy. Just another day, yeah. Just another day. Well, I've not even celebrated my 30th birthday yet properly because of the pandemic and everything. So mine's obviously next Friday, but I don't know I don't really know what to do yet. I'll just go with the flow and see what happens. Absolutely nothing. Maybe go for a meal. Can you go for a meal or go with your mum or somebody or? But then you have been travelling a lot, so this is looking really good, guys. Can I just show you it? It's not too hot on the sides. I can lift it up for about 3 or 4 seconds. Are you ready? So you've got to pay attention. Here we go. Look at that. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, I'm going to be burning myself as well. So, well, mine's not till next Friday, Jay. But it's Alexis's birthday tomorrow. So be working as it's the first of the month, and all the new Pampered Chef comes out tomorrow. Working on the shared rewards today, just 2 orders. So it is like a good birthday though, isn't it? When it's Pampered Chef comes out. So oh, excuse me, I do apologise. So yeah, this is looking really, really good. I'm gonna put the light on so you can see. It's a bit better. I can actually see which meat. It smells really nice. Really nice. Oh, it's so tender as well. I don't want to turn the pan down because it's got to be nice and hot. It smells so good. So I'm just going to give it another 2 minutes because it says, I think it's 3 minutes on each side. It says serve the bulgogi over rice with the hot gochujang sauce on the side. Carrot ribbons and radish slices on the side. Sprinkle extra spring onions and sesame seeds on top and serve with the spicy gochujang sauce on the side. So that's basically it, guys. Am I serving it in a bowl or a plate? Let's do it in a bowl. I like my jasmine rice, you see. Jasmine rice doesn't take long to cook either. It's nearly cooked, so sorry about the mess in the kitchen. I can't do a lot with that. I'm just going to let the jasmine rice just cook a little bit longer. So, just a little bit longer. I'll let the meat cook a little bit longer as well. So, exactly, yeah, it's more like Christmas. What was I thinking of the other day? One thing that Pampered Chef doesn't have is a juicer. A juicer. An actual juicer, you know, you put an apple in or an orange. I don't see a juicer. So do you think that could be one of the next products, I think juicing's coming back. I think there's a real trend for juicing again. Because there's a lot of, you know, especially this time of year when, you know, all the apples are falling off the trees, you know, and people have a lot of fruit and vegetables again. I think juicing's coming back, but I don't see Pampered Chef juicing, which I think would be a really good idea. Especially when we did the Hap Saturday and we saw Mike do some juicing. And I actually have a juicer, but I need to put a new fuse in it. So we're going to do some juicing soon. But I do like whole foods, obviously, but it's nice to juice stuff as well. Okay, I think this might be done, you know. I don't want it to... Last time I did this, a lot of the marinade burnt in the pan. So... this is nearly cooked. And the rice is nearly cooked as well. So it's always good to let your meat rest. So in fact, I'll turn that off. I can turn it down because it'll still cook. Let's get the rice in. Yeah, we need this is looking good. This is looking good. Where's my spoon? I lost my spoon. That's not the right one that I need. I've got another one here. There's still a bit of water in this, so it'll drain the rice through. Nothing worse than wet jasmine rice, but the flavours will come through. Just put the rice in the plate, put that on a little bit longer for that extra bit. Then what we're going to do is put the bulgogi in. So remember, this has got the spring onions. So we're going to pop this on here. Like that. Let's get the other spoon because I can get some of that sauce. Oh, this is looking good. Look at that, everyone. Four rides and apple cider. Exactly, Jay. So I'm just going to let that cook. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to add some of that carrot. So imagine this is julienne. So a little bit of carrot there. Oh, I've got a few more actually. So a bit of carrot there. And then we're going to put on here that goujons sauce. This is what makes the bulgogi, okay? So we're going to put some of this sauce all over the top. Remember to go easy on it if you don't like it too spicy, okay? And there we have it. That is our Korean bulgogi. So I thank you. Give me a round of applause. You're very welcome, everybody. So let me just do the other one. Let me do my other one very quickly before it all. Turn this off. This looks really good. Put that there. So even though I had a few accidents, it does look really nice. I can't wait to taste this. I've got to put the spring onions on the other one as well. So we've got a few spring onions to go on the top. Remember that sauce. This does look really nice. So good. Right, let's move this off. I'm going to put the carrot on. Got the carrots, super healthy carrot. Yum, yum, yum. The reason I've not grated them is because of the accident. Just going to put some more spring onions on here. Do spring onions on either side. Smells so good. And then that goujons sauce. What do you fancy, Jay? There we go. Taste of the goujons, you ready? Oh, wow, that is nice. Oh, that is nice. Yum, yum, yum. Right, guys, so thanks for coming in. I'll leave you with that image. So I'm off to go and enjoy this now. Thanks so much for coming in, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. See you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.